They thought the pain would finish you. They thought it would fold you, fracture you, reduce you to nothing. But pain didn't destroy you. It delivered you. You see, comfort never made you strong. Ease never built your bones. Peace never taught you war. It was pain that held the blade. Pain that taught you discipline. Pain that carved your name into reality. While they prayed for peace, you endured the war. While they rested in praise, you bled in silence. And in that silence, you were reforged, not as what they wanted, not as what they expected, but as exactly what they never saw coming. Because pain wasn't your punishment. It was your origin, your catalyst, your final mentor that gave you nothing, no support, no savior, no sympathy. But pain gave you everything, the rage, the resolve, the reason to become untouchable. Every time you were ignored, every time they chose someone else, every time you were left behind. Pain was there, sharpening your edges. It whispered, let them sleep. You train, let them mock. You grow, let them forget you. You rise in silence. And now, they want to know where this version of you came from, this unbreakable force, this calm in chaos, this warrior, made of wounds and will. It came from the nights they never saw, the weight they never carried, the scars they never asked about. You see, they wanted strength without struggle. You embraced the struggle until it made you something they could never imitate. They fear your silence now. They fear your presence. Because you don't blink. You don't fold. You don't need validation anymore. You don't speak to be understood. You speak to end things because you've paid the price in blood, in doubt, in isolation. And what that bought you was power. Not power in words, not in numbers, but in stillness, in control, in inevitability. They tried to bury you in pain, but you grew roots in it. They tried to break you with it, but you used it as blueprint. They called it suffering. You called it training. Now they see a monster. Now they call you cold, ruthless, inhuman. But the truth is, you simply stopped bleeding for people who enjoyed the sight of it. You stopped explaining yourself to those who never listened. You stopped begging for peace in a world that only respects power. You learned the truth. Pain was never your enemy. It was your inheritance. And now that you've embraced it, now that you've made it your identity, you've become what they can't destroy, can't manipulate, can't outrun. A walking warning, a silent storm, a force they will never understand because they never paid the price. But you did.